How's it going, everyone? Stateside here. And please, before you say anything, I've been wearing the same shirt all week because I'm recording all these videos like back to back to back to back very quickly. So if I'm losing my voice or anything, so I just recorded uh, Thursday's video, and now I'm recording Monday's video. Uh, Excuse me, no, I'm recording Sunday's video. But I'm gonna be out of town, and so I'm gonna change jerseys after this video, and so hopefully it looks like I'm wearing different jerseys and not back-to-back days. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. If you enjoy the video at all, please leave a like down below. If you want to, leave a comment down below suggesting future videos. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. Starting off in the 10 spot, we are going to go with Brentford. I think Thomas Frank will have moved on by then, but I think the mold that Brentford has built, similar to Brighton, to where they can bring in a manager. They know what manager they're going to want to bring in by the time he leaves, and it's not going to be a big deal because they'll be able to build off of what Thomas Frank has done with the ownership, with the staff, and they'll be able to bring in a new manager and not miss a beat. I do see them still finishing top 10, but not making European football in 5 years. I could see them sneaking into it 1 year on the way, but 5 years from now, I'm going to say they miss out on European football. In the 9 spot, a club in turmoil right now, and that will more than likely be sold by the time this 5-year mark comes, and their best player ever is going to be playing somewhere else, and it's going to be Tottenham. I do see them kind of taking a pretty drastic fall off over the next few years, but other than that, I just see Tottenham being 9. I really don't see how they can continue to compete in Europe without truly having that world-class player or even a just, above average team. Obviously, they're taking a heavy risk on Ange Postecoglou. I do think that it's a one that won't pay off for them. I think that's heavily risky. I just don't see it working out for Tottenham in the long run, especially if you're trying to keep world-class players at your club. 8th, I'm going to go with Aston Villa. I just feel like they've spent money well recently. I feel like they're building a squad for Europe, and then they're going to be able to maintain Europe over the next few years and hopefully keep it going, keep the success going. I've got them finishing in 8th place in 5 years. In the 7th spot, a team that finished 12th this season, Chelsea. I have them finishing 7th because I don't think that this project is really going to be overly successful. I don't think it's going to change overnight. I still don't think it's going to change in 5 years. So I'm going to have them finishing 7th. They're going to make Europe, but not be happy with where they're at still. I think by this point, you're going to see protests against Todd Boehly, full-blown protests against Todd Boehly if success does not come for Chelsea. In the 6th spot, we've got a team that I don't think anybody will ever ask their owners to leave. In fact, by the time their owners are ready to leave, I think fans will be protesting them selling the club rather than anything protesting that they need to sell the club. I think this is going to be Brighton. I think Brighton, excellent ownership, excellent staff, excellent coaching, excellent players all across the board. I think it's going to be a common trend over the next 5 years, seeing Brighton continue to work their way into that top 6 conversation. I've got them finishing 6th in 5 years. As for the next team, I've got Manchester United. I think Man United fans may not be happy with me, but in 5 years, I really don't know what you built. Marcus Rashford will be 31 at that point. Bruno Fernandes will be over the hill. You'll obviously bring in world-class players, but even the young players you have right now, Antony, not great. Jadon Sancho, not great. Try to think of who else you've brought in. Mason Mount will still be there. He'll probably move into that Bruno role as a 10. Who knows who's going to be your striker at that point. Center back situation, Martinez will probably still be there. Varane will be long gone. Obviously, you'll invest this money, but are we just going? And also, the other question is what's going to happen with the ownership. If nothing happens with the ownership, it's for sure you'll be lucky to have 5th place, in my opinion. Erik ten Hag, I think, will be given time unless new owners come in and just want to immediately step into the project they want to build with the manager they want to have. That could happen too. That's why I have Manchester United in 5th, because there's a lot of uncertainty going forward with the club. Liverpool in 4th. I think just going forward, Liverpool's beginning that rebuild process. They know what they need to do. They're buying a lot of younger players, kind of filling in those roles. Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Trent's still young. I think by 5 years from now, we could see Bellingham turning up to Liverpool, I think, at that point. And I've just gone with Liverpool for that reason. I think that they're going to build a much younger squad. They've got Konate, who's not very old. They've got a lot of players like that will work into the team. Very over the years. Bacetic, I can't quite remember how you say his name. Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott's been getting a lot of minutes. I just see a very young squad coming up for Liverpool that'll be very exciting. As for the third spot, a team with a lot of money, Newcastle. I think Newcastle will be fine. I think they'll be doing great, fantastic things on the market, but I don't see them overtaking the top two, who we're going to talk about here in a second. Number two, actually, I'm going to say number one first. I had to go with my Gunners. You can't see that one, but Gunners. Obviously, at one, I think that the squad we've built is going to be 5 years from now. We are going to have every single player hitting their prime, and our contracts for our players. I don't think there's I think every key player for us is 2026 contract or later. I don't think there's really many other players whose contracts are going to expire very soon. I think everybody's on relatively long-term deals. I think 5 years from now, when our players are hitting their primes, they're going into contract years, they've got a lot more to play for personally rather than just for the club and just for the country level. They're going to be unbelievable. I think that Arsenal is going to be better. And of course, at 2, I've got Man City. I don't think Pep will be there anymore, but I imagine someone like the level of Nagelsmann, someone world class, someone of Klopp's level, someone not of Pep's level, because Pep is probably one of the greatest coaches and greatest managers. But I do think that that once he leaves, there will be a slight drop off for City, which will give Mikel Arteta and his young Gunners first place in the league. I am going to go with that. And of course, there's a little bit bias there. Let me know what you think. Do you think your club, are you a United Man U fan? Do you think you're going to finish, do you think Ten Hag and new ownership, do you think it's all going to click immediately? Do you think there's going to be kind of a few bruises picked up in the process of the new ownership? Do you think that Liverpool fans, do you think you find new owners in that process in the next 5 years? I know obviously there's a lot of people protesting Liverpool's ownership at the moment. Obviously, is Klopp going to be there? There was rumors this week of Klopp leaving. Newcastle, you're probably going to be fine. I don't see Eddie Howe leaving it. I don't see him getting sacked anytime soon, and I also don't see him wanting to leave for another job, so that's for sure not going to happen. Tottenham fans, was I mean? Was I wrong? I don't think Levy wants to sell the club. I don't think Levy wants to invest in the club. I think he likes the stadium. He likes the idea of all the amenities and things that can come with it. I don't see him wanting to really care about the club the way some other owners do. But anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.